What's up, fellow Clashers? It's Apollyon here, and we're going to do another episode of Who Hit It Best, or How Would You Hit This Base? So we were very fortunate. I thought I was going to have to span multiple wars to do this, but we came across a clan that we had a little bit of an advantage of, and that allowed us to hit multiple bases multiple times. And we have some great attacks to show. So we'll show a high-level Townhall 9 base getting hit twice, a lower-level Townhall 9 getting hit twice, and then the Townhall 8 base getting hit twice. And you guys can say, who you think hit it the best. I mean, Supercell says whoever hits it fastest is the winner, or they are the best attack. And it seems like the opposite of "that's what she said" joke. So I don't know. I like to see different type of compositions and stuff like that to see, who hit it best. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at Gatsby. Go ahead and hit this base with let's see, what is it? He used a Queen Walk with a GoLaLoon, and we'll go ahead and check this attack out. Very, very nice. They're all really nice attacks, but drops in already has 2-point defenses and a splash damage on top of this queen. We'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit. And this queen will also get aggro, the enemy queen will, so, he's got a lot to contend with, but very, very patient, brings 4 rages, and, I don't know how she got off that rage, how that queen stopped attacking. That's weird. But uses 1 rage of the 4 that he brought. He also has a haste in there, and still getting nailed by these point defenses. So now 3-point defenses and a queen, fortunately, and throwing a little bit of the clan castle getting hit there. Minions on top to go ahead and funnel. So finally that 1-point defense goes away. The queen is down, or enemy queen is down, and out of the range for that cannon. So a really bad situation went to a really good situation. So 2 more point defenses are on top of this queen, and you'll get a chance to see that these 4 healers can really keep up with 2 max point defenses attacking her. She does fall a little bit behind, so it's not a one-on-one trade where it's completely keeping up, but it gives enough time to go ahead and take care of some of these point defenses. So she goes and takes out that 1-point defense, then she decides to go down and start working on another one. Actually does trigger the full clan castle this time, drops a very nice poison with those witches and other tier 1 mobs in there. Well, they'll prove a little bit of a hassle, but that poison will take care of those witches, and then all she has to do is fire on those skellies with the help of the poison. So 2-point defense is back on her again, and now it's time to go ahead and send in these hounds. Sends a max one from the clan castle and some really nice some balloons really, really quickly, very, very nicely done. Sends the hog in, the hounds in from the top left, and just check out these balloons up top here, the ones on the wizard tower and the archer tower. Those sweepers, those air sweepers are pointed down, so they are going to go jump in there with this rage and take out those air sweepers and basically make it very simple for the hounds and the loons to take care of the rest of the base. One of the sweepers goes down, the other sweeper goes down. Now they don't have to worry about any of those sweepers pushing back loons or anything like that. Queen is going to go ahead and do her walk on the bottom, and that hound is almost finished tanking that 1 air defense that goes into the last one and finally pops. So these loons are getting tore up by that last Tesla, and they're not going to be able to get it all. So just almost, but that's fine, because guess what? He hasn't even dropped his Barbarian King yet. That last loon could have been held back if wanted to. I mean, that queen is fine. She's got all of her healers. She's going to be able to take out any of these defenses without any problem whatsoever. Drops the king for cleanup. Those pups are on cleanup as well up top. But the problem is they will make it to that town hall, and that Tesla will have them for breakfast. So they will get down there right now, and they'll get picked up one by one, because Teslas fire extremely quick. And now we got a race on the bottom here to see who's going to go ahead and clear it out the quickest. Barbarian King and Queen. So the King does the gentlemanly thing and opens up the door for the Queen, and we are all finished with this attack, as he also tanks for her as well. So takes the Tesla. Healers do switch from the Queen to the King, so both royals are completely up. Very, very nice attack. So let's go ahead and take a look at Matty J's attack on this base. All right, look at this. It looks like a familiar base. We just saw it. Okay, so Matty J is going to go ahead and hit this base with, he's going to use a GoLaLoon, and it's kind of ironic because I just put out a GoLaLoon, GoHo video for Townhall 8 and said you don't really see GoLaLoons that much in Townhall 9s just because the extra AD, the two expos that are usually pointed up on a good base like these are, you know, or I mean a good, at least somebody that knows what they're doing almost always leaves the expos up unless they're worried about a queen walk. But you know, so the balloons have a lot more to deal with at a Townhall 9, as well as two more black seeking mines, and the air bombs are a lot stronger as well. So you just don't see it that often. But guess what? This is basically the same as a Townhall 8 type of core design. Even though all the air defenses are not in the core, they are easily accessible with just a jump that all four of those are right next to each other and can be taken out very simply. Just a great army composition, and way to notice that too. Could it be hit with a penta? Yeah, it could be done with a penta or, you know, a LaLoon for the same reason. But, you know, just does a really good job here. Uses a shattered entry. Look at that wide funnel. All the defenses are focused on those golems. Wizards are doing the funnel up there on the right and left, and brings, you know, some, brings a couple wall breakers just to break into that first compartment, and then has a jump that's going to connect all of that core up with all those air defenses. So finally the wall breakers go down, the Valkyries go down. Time to go ahead and send in that jump. There we go, connecting all those compartments. And you know, those Valkyries will go ahead and do some damage. He uses a heal, uses a rage, and they're going to go ahead and just eat through this core completely. And they have access to the queen as well. There we go. Queen takes her out. Queen on queen action, and queen takes out those bottom right and bottom left air defenses, no problem. The Valkyries still full health now, under rage. They take out the rest of the air defenses, and now it's time to send in all of these loons from top. They will get taken out by a couple of the traps, but look at all the defenses are completely focused on that core, on all those Valkyries. So, you know, those loons are just having a field day, taking them all out. Now we only have to worry about that one wizard tower, and I thought the wizard tower was focused on the golem, so, you know, or the golemite. So this base is completely crushed. Nice split up top. You can't ask for anything better than that. Queen is also doing cleanup. There was a Valkyrie that lived, but she is hitting through the walls and is not going to do too much cleanup. But I mean, just completely crushed the base. What a great! I haven't seen a GoLaLoon that often in Townhall 9, so was really impressed. I say, for me, they're both great attacks. I liked the GoLaLoon a little bit better, but you know, a 3-star is a 3-star attack. So let's go ahead and check out another base and see how you would hit it. Base number 10, Claudio, is going to get hit by super hot fire coming up from the number 20 spot, and he is going to use a GoHo, and he's going to bring a little giant as well. Shattered entry, look at the spells, Quad Quake, Rage, and 2 heals. So, you know, very nice attack here. Basically the bread and butter attack of what you want to do as a lower to mid Townhall 9. You know, do you practice this in Townhall 8 over ad nauseum of the GoHo with Quad Quake, and it works at Townhall 9 probably even better. I don't know, same, better, whatever it is. It's extremely effective. Has 3 wall breakers, sends a test wall breaker in there. That does fine, so sends the other 2 in there. Everybody's doing funneling complete. Everything's cleared from all the sides. They can only walk into the top there. Uses the Quad Quake to open up a good portion of that core. Still has not dropped the king or the Valkyries in there, so you've got to get them in there. You know, that rage is set there, so a little late on the Valkyries and the king, but not too late. So very nice. Heals up the core. They will go ahead and beeline to that enemy queen and enemy king and knock them both out in just a couple swipes. So very nicely done there. And with that queen and king down, it's time to send in the hogs from the right-hand side, and we'll just do a kind of surgical counterclockwise deployment. Has one heel left over. Used one heel for the Valkyries in the core because they wanted that large push and to trip all those giant bombs, or at least a good portion. As I say that, they trip a giant bomb right there, and yeah, they're on life support. But fortunately, the rest of the kill squad is tanking for all those point defenses. Don't know if all the giant bombs have been taken care of. We will see here in just a second. Lose some to spring traps, but there is tons of hogs. They are, I mean, they are just basically crawling on the ground. They're on life support so much. But they'll go ahead and they'll still clean up just as well. So very, very nice attack. Very, very quickly done. That giant was thrown in there and got some goblins in the mix. So very nice hit. So let's go ahead and check out another attack on the same base by Eball. We just saw Super Hot Fire's attack on the same base with the what was it? GoHo, I think. Yeah, GoHo. So this time we're going to go ahead and see Eball take on this base with, well, I guess you call it like a GoLaLoon Rider. With it brings Zap, Quake, he brings Poison, a Rage. It's definitely an interesting composition. Very, very cool. You're going to want to use this type of composition when you're very comfortable with all of your attack units. I mean, this has got a lot of moving parts in there, and very, very more advanced attack than just a GoHo. Doesn't make it better, doesn't make it worse. I mean, whatever gets you 3 stars, gets you 3 stars, whatever you're comfortable with. But very, very nice attack. Uses that Zap, Quake, or the Zake to take out that air defense. We do have lower air defenses here. We've got a couple of 3 level 6s. One of them is taken out, and 1 level 5. So definitely makes it a lot easier to use that. Eball is a mid-level Townhall 9, or a lower to mid-Town 9. So we're not getting hit by a max Townhall 9 here either. So it's equal. So he uses that wall breaker to get into that first compartment. Golem is a shattered entry and 2 golems, and we have a dragon and a loon in there that's going to go ahead and start picking on that golem. Queen will get in there and start picking them off one by one, standing in poison, and they go ahead and take out that other air defense, and there's only 2 left right now. So he could start sending in those dragons up from the top because they're far, far away from the air defense. Only 1 air defense left. At level 5 goes down, and we're going to go ahead and try to punch through the wall here and get to some of this other stuff. That's the only problem that they run into at this spot. But that queen is going ahead and taking out the clan castle, and is unfortunately focused down by that Expo, and now the Tesla, so she'll go down. So it's really, really up to these dragons. They will aggro on that queen. 1 breath will take her out, and the same thing with the king. They have a lot of point defense to tank here, but has some hogs on the back end. So check that out. This is pretty cool. He's going to go ahead and take care of this stuff. Hoping that air defense gets down before it takes all those balloons out, and nope, doesn't get down. So all those loons are lost, unfortunately, but those hogs are doing the work down below and help out with all those point defenses. Makes the dragon's job a lot easier. Has a wizard helping out with those dragons up top, and really now it's just about traps. There's no more defenses left, so nothing can take these dragons out except for black seeking mines. So that's all we're worried about, and I didn't check to see if they were already gone or not over that part of the base. But he does take the base out completely. So very, very nice advanced attack, a nice composition there. So, again, GoLaLoon Rider with some wizards thrown in there as well. So very, very nice attack. So I don't know who you guys liked better. Which attack did you like more? Let's go ahead and give some Townhall 8 love. Townhall 8 action. All right, let's check out this Townhall 8 base. I don't know what you call this. I don't know if it's anti-3. It's kind of weird. It's not completely symmetrical. I guess I'd call it kind of anti-3 base. Not a simple base at all. And we have max defenses, so far from max walls, but the max defenses. Well, I'm sorry, not the cannons. The cannons I see here are not, and I don't think a couple of the mortars are. But it's very close. It's at least a high to mid-level Townhall 8. So we're going to watch 3-star. Go ahead in here and use the bread and butter. You know, hogs, mass hogs with 3 heals and a poison. So let's go ahead and check this out. Also notice he only has a level 7 king, so you know that's a pretty good attack for this. So he'll go ahead and invest a lot into this lure, at least 5 hogs there, to go ahead and grab that, kill a couple defenses and grab that lure there, and we'll anchor on that left-hand side. Does have a poison, but I don't remember if he uses the poison for the clan castle or not. Kind of just throws some wizards down there haphazardly, and you know, hopes that they get the clan castle there. And you know, he's run out of barbarians, so those archers have to do it. So let's go ahead and check out this deployment here. They hit that giant bomb spot, and they are just sent in there for a suicide mission. They are dead, those hogs, but has plenty more. Uses the clan castle hogs and start using a counterclockwise deployment of these hogs in a surgical manner. So has already used 2 heals, and all these hogs will converge into that second heal, and walk through that giant bomb, and then pretty much has to link it with the other one just because, you know, all the bombs have been triggered. So he's got all 3 giant bombs triggered in this base, so he can go ahead and use that last heal there and just push through it, and use the poison for those pesky skelly traps. And does a very nice poison, takes all those skelly traps. Look at all those hogs that are still almost at full energy. Very nicely done. Drops the king in really just for a king swap and to help clean up. So nicely done there. You know, just a very nice mass hog type of attack. So like this one was very nicely done. So what we'll do here is we'll check out our final attack, and we'll look at it on the same base on number 26. Same base, different army composition. So like I said before, a 3-star is a 3-star. I mean, if you can 3-star every single base, every single time you attack with mass hogs, why would you do it differently? I guess just to change up the monotony. But Yona brings in an extremely complex attack here. Uses a GoHo with, I don't know about reverse GoHo, but we'll see, with a quad quake with 2 heals. So, I mean, I love the other attack, love all the attacks. This one was really nicely done, really nicely executed. Very impressive attack. Everything was systematic. So sends in the loons up at first. They go ahead and start taking out these 1-for-1 defenses. Drops the quad quake in there for why not? I mean, you can go ahead and do that while these loons are taking out the 1-for-1 defenses. So it doesn't get any better than that. Needs to drop that hog in there for the lure, because you know, those loons will not go ahead and lure the, well, I guess they will. Yeah, so he didn't need to throw the hogs in there. They would actually lure all of those. But it's a very good habit to get into. You need to make sure you clear out the clan castle, and I'm pretty sure this was the first attack. So he did not know if it was going to be a dragon and a loon in there or what. So if you knew that, then you wouldn't have to, but it was very nice. We'll anchor down there on the bottom right, and then start sending in those wizards, barbarians, to go ahead and take care of that wizard and the dragon. They will take care of that fine. They'll go ahead, that core is already open, so he'll send a shattered golem in there, and has some wall breakers after this funneling is done. Sends a hog just to go ahead and start taking out that defense, because why not? I mean, you know, it's going to get a 1-for-1 trade right there, and uses those wall breakers. Now, he uses witches to get in, and I know a couple people have asked, you know, what do you use for your clan castle? When do you bring Valkyries? When do you bring a Pekka? When do you bring a witch? And to be honest with you, there isn't a perfect answer for any of those. Really, whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever the base design is, and whatever you're comfortable with as well. And really, sometimes you can just interchange them. A Pekka might do the same type of thing as this. You know, you can argue it either way. One of the things I look for is if you can go ahead and get rid of the splash damage defenses pretty quickly, at least on the front end. You see the one at the 6 o'clock and the almost 2 o'clock positions. If you can get rid of those pretty quickly, they are what does a lot of damage to your witches. They have long range, and they seem to be the ones that are standing up later. And also if the mortars are in the back as well, and watch out for the wizard towers. But these wizard towers are going to get taken out because they're in the core. So he uses witches there, and you know, send some loons in from the top, because look at this. They're going to get 1-for-1 trades or 3-for-1 or whatever you want to call it up again, because all the point defenses, air point defenses, are pointed towards the kill squad in the middle. So sends a very good hog in there from the bottom, like I was saying, gets a 1-for-1 defense again. And no, he's going to get 2-for-1 and maybe 3-for-1, and saves those witches because there's no more splash damage that's going to do anything to them. So they're going to make their way all the way through this base. I mean, Larry's are going to help the golems trip giant bombs and take care of that. Then send some hogs in here to go ahead and take the back end where these mortars are, again, for those witches. So they'll make their way through with a heal and catch some of the other stuff in there as well. I think that King's getting a little benefit of the heal. And then finally these hogs will take out that last mortar, and those witches are still up. So, you know, the Larrys are doing their thing. The hogs are still up. Just a really nice attack. King is completely full health from that heal spell, and it's just really time to go ahead and clean up. All the witches are alive. Both the witches are alive, and you know, the Larrys are going punching through walls and helping the cleanup process. A couple of hogs go flying, but that's absolutely no problem. This base is completely toast. And yeah, we are done with this attack as well. So don't know who you thought hit it best, or which one you liked best, or how about you like them both and try them both out. I mean, it just shows how diverse that Clash of Clans is. And you know, you can hit the same base multiple times with completely different army compositions, sometimes the same army composition, different angles. It's very neat. So I know you guys have been asking for a lot of these type of videos, so hopefully this is what you're looking for. I am also working on some of the other stuff. It's very hard to find those bases, defending bases, especially because most of the time when we lose, I think we only had 2 fails on our Townhall 8s, and that's due to hokey bombs. I mean, you know, yes, if your only goal is to stop, you know, the first attack from getting 3 stars, you might be able to use that base, but guaranteed the next attack is going to be a 3-star against those type of bases where they put giant bombs on the outsides to get, you know, the hogs when they come in, or just a really wonky type of troll Tesla or something like that. They could potentially work, and a lot of times don't even work against us on the first attack. But we're going to be in an arranged war. I should have some really good Townhall 8 bases where they should at least hold once with a you know, a good decent attack, and maybe even 2 or 3 times. So I will go ahead and do that, and you know, we'll go from there. And hopefully you guys were able to you know, see the different army compositions here, check out the different deployment styles. You need to go ahead and practice. Use them in your farming. Just, you know, keep hitting the next until you find a base that's very similar to what you would go to in one of these. And sometimes they are out there, or just practice them in your clan wars. And, you know, get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.